Please click on the subscribe button so you get notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, N1 from the End Zone, powered by A&A Radio. Your boy here with his best friend,
Alex Angelov, what's going on? This is A&A Radio, partnering with N1 from the End Zone with your boy Nelly Pirelli, Nelson Peralta, the man with many plans, the man with how many fingers, punches, jabs, left, right. Oh, we're back.
He's celebrating, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still hyped after the Niners came back and won.
Episode 5 for me, episode 10 or 11 for you. I don't know, whatever you'll make it. I don't know.
It's cool. This is its own little thing. I just like having a little playlist of these episodes because it's a unique experience when you and I cross over, my friend. It's a very unique experience. So I'm looking forward to our second one. And then, if everything goes well, you guys, we got an announcement here in just a little bit down the road because we're working on something.
It's cooking. We're cooking something. We're adding spices. We're following a recipe.
Oh, a little bit. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be lit.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. All right, bro. So in this episode, we're gonna be going over Legend of Korra. I'll be completely honest with you, dog. I was actually a really big fan of the show. I think as a father, I'm definitely gonna have Alola watch it because the way that they portray women, and just the way that they portray all the characters as individuals is really well done. They don't shit on male characters like other shows do to emphasize and empower women. They make everybody basically, yes, some of the male characters are funny and hello.
Hello.
All right. That's to be expected, but I overall, I think the way that they portrayed the characters, the development, the growth, the time jump, because that was also a big thing for me about Avatar: The Last Airbender that we didn't get. We only saw them basically grow throughout 1 year of their life, even though it was like 3 to 4 seasons. No, 3 seasons. 3 seasons. In Legend of Korra, we see like actual time jumps. They grow each year. I think the final one was like 2 or 3 years, and you really see a lot of growth.
I do like that. I mean, I think the show in general, you have a really powerful female main character, and I like that. It was well written. She was introduced properly. The universe has already been established, and I love their take on 1940s type style, New York, Tokyo type vibe. And it's very
New York, Statue of Liberty, Statue of Aang.
But I will say that it is drastically different than Avatar: Last Airbender because you have different in Avatar: Last Airbender, you have one main antagonist, okay? I mean, it's mainly the Fire Nation, right? And in Korra, you have 4 separate seasons. You have the Equalists, you have Tarlok, I believe. You have Amon. No. I'm sorry. Not Amon.
Equalist.
No, Amon is the Equalists. Zahir. So it's Amon, Tarlok, Zahir, and Kuvira. 4 main antagonists.
To be completely honest, I love how it was 3 male antagonists, and then the final one was a female antagonist.
That was my favorite one because they took a character out of nowhere and developed her to become this badass villain. She was one of my favorite villains.
Well, we see Kuvira we see stints of Kuvira in season 3.
That's what I'm saying.
She's just like a guard. She has a couple lines here and there, and then at the end she goes away. Like you see her go away, and then when she comes back, I'm trying to remember if we saw her boyfriend in season 3. I don't remember seeing him. I haven't seen him yet.
Boyfriend?
The oldest son.
No. They got together later. That's where the time skip happens, where they got together while Kuvira was establishing her Earth Empire. Do you want to go through like episode to episode like we did with the
Well,
first
not
one?
episode to episode. We're just gonna pick out the top episodes from each
You
season.
you want to do like the first season, like first season, second season, third season, fourth season? Because there's a lot. I wouldn't say that there's like skippable episodes because each episode is very linear and a lot of cool stuff happens.
That's true. Yeah, well, it is a smaller season than Avatar: The Last Airbender. Avatar: The Last Airbender, I think, was 20 to 24 episodes, 22 episodes.
Something like
See,
that. Yeah.
yeah, these were like 14 episodes, and they were really sticking to the storyline.
Yeah.
Uh, not a lot of well, no fillers really.
I would probably say like one filler, maybe two at most, or at least actually. I don't think I don't think there were that many. Now that I think about it, every episode was important, I think, for the story at least.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
yeah, so I guess so yeah, season one. Season one. We are greeted
welcome
to
to
Korra.
Republic City.
Welcome to Republic City, as the first episode. And is it that or is it the second one?
No, first episode is Welcome to Republic City, where we get introduced to Korra, and Korra ends up basically we see little 4-year-old Korra coming and bending earth, fire, and
Water.
water.
Yeah.
And like the White Lotus is like, how do you know your daughter's the Avatar? And she's just like a little badass.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She
They
knew
come
who she
in.
was.
They pretty much come in. This is a couple years after Aang's death, and they come into the Southern Water Tribe. They find Korra there, and she's pretty much stuck at the Southern Water Tribe. Um, we are then shot into a massive city called Republic City, where a lot of the conflicts
New
take place.
York City.
Yeah, no,
In
not really. I would say the
Republic.
first season and the fourth season mainly happened in Republic City, while the second season we'll get to that later. But
Well,
but
the
the
second season also happens in Republic City, if you think about it.
not really, no.
Yeah, because what's it called?
The ending, yeah,
Half of it at least.
yeah.
Because remember, Mako, and Bolin, they're in Republic City shooting the film or whatever. And then Mako is trying to figure out what was the guy's name? The inventor's name?
The antagonist?
No, not the antagonist. The inventor, the millionaire
Oh,
dude,
Varric.
Varric. Fucking, they were
He's
with
one of my favorite
like,
characters, dude.
yeah, Varric with
It's so
Varric.
funny.
Yeah, no, Varric is fucking hilarious with Varric and Julie,
Yeah,
fucking Julie.
Julie, do the thing.
Not that thing, the other thing. But anyway, let's get back to season one. We see. Hey, actually, I really enjoyed the when they were doing the competition.
Oh, dude. So I think that is
Pro
where
bending.
that is where it I got hooked because pro bending that was really cool. I honestly wish I'm glad they hinted at some of it in the fourth season with like her fighting in a ring, but the pro bending episodes were really cool because you kind of see them grow as people and as a team and then kind of fall apart because of love interests and drama and he said she said they kissed he saw and all that. We're forgetting to
Mako
mention
and
we're forgetting to mention the characters. So she's greeted to two people, Mako and Bolin. They're a part of her team Avatar, and they're pro benders. They have this like it's like an arena where fire, water, and earth go against each other on two different teams. Air, of course, no one really has air bending as much
well,
because
yeah, in season one, airbending is non-existent. It's been gone since well, there's Tenzin,
and his
and his
kids.
kids, but
And
yeah, no.
eventually, yeah, but yeah, so we're greeted to that, and then the main conflict here that happens are equalists. So they are people, non-benders, chi blockers,
Not just
who
chi blockers. These are just people in general that are not benders. That
they can't
like
bend elements.
they're disrespected, and they're viewed as lower tier individuals when
Yeah,
that's not necessarily the case.
yeah,
Even though benders do tend to kind of just use their bending abilities to overpower certain
Yeah.
individuals. Um, but that's just society in general, I think.
So that's the first season's conflict. It pretty much just shows like the things going on in Republic City and how the Equalists are rising in power. And the main issue with that is that the leader, his name's Amon, has the special ability, which is shown to take away bending. We don't know why yet, but he is shown to do that, and it scares the bejesus out of Korra because that's really the first conflict that she has to overcome. She's afraid of that because she can only, and she's trying to learn airbending in the meantime, and she just doesn't want that to happen to the Avatar to get her bending taken away. So that's the main like fear factor or like challenge, I guess, that Korra has to overcome is facing Amon, this masked cultist, I guess. They do a couple of fights. They get down to who Amon is, and this his brother. I forgot his brother's name.
Unalak. I
Unalaq.
was literally looking that up.
Yeah, yeah,
I was looking up his fucking name because I knew that was gonna come up. But
yeah.
this is
So
before we find out that they're brothers. Like, so Amon is the main antagonist. Unalak is the second main antagonist, essentially, of the first season. He's a part of the Council of Republic City.
yeah, they have a council. Mainly the
He's
four
the
elements. There's fire, air, water, and earth. And I think there's a non-bender one as well. Or like there's more than I think there's five or six.
correct.
Yeah.
But Unalak is trying to. So Amon is the leader of the Equalist.
Yep.
Unalak is trying to take down the Equalist. He doesn't realize that Amon is like the head of the Equalist because he hasn't seen him in however many long years. Um, actually, uh, what is it? In one of the episodes, or Korra is having flashbacks of her past life as Aang,
We
which
get
I
to see.
thought was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Old Aang and old Toph and an old Sokka, and Sokka
Dude, they
reminiscing.
made them look so badass. I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
oh
It
yeah.
makes you want a show of them as adults.
Well, I really do hope we get at least like a one season, just one season of Avatar: The Last Airbender. But they should call it. I don't fucking know. I don't know. What do you think a good name would be?
I would say they can probably do like another Tales of like Bossing Say type, where they kind of have like each episode is like Tale of Katara and it shows everybody, and then Tale of Zuko and his life, but it's like an hour long. That would be pretty interesting. Or they can probably do Avatar The Last Airbender, call it Growth. Ooh. Yeah.
Ooh.
And kind of just see where the team grows. But yeah,
Yeah, no, that'd be. I'd watch it.
that'd be cool. That'd be really cool, especially with the amount of
Oh,
villains they fight. But so with that, she sees Aang and she gets visions of Aang.
Foundations. Real quick, Avatar: The Last Airbender Foundations, where they
Ooh,
show you
because of
building the
Republic
foundation.
City.
Yup.
Yeah, yep. Okay. We're on the same page. Ah, and what happens? Eventually, she finds out that Unalaq is just a bad person. Like she doesn't like Unalaq's
He's
mission,
just,
I
yeah,
guess.
he's just trying to basically frame the Equalist for anything, any and all bad.
Yeah. So they fight. He overpowers her with blood bending. Ooh, shit, remember that?
Yeah.
Um,
Yup.
takes her away, and she has a vision while she's captured of Aang defeating a bloodbender. Uh, I don't know his name. It's like this mob boss who's also a bloodbender, and they fight. Aang goes into the Avatar state, and
Oh, their father,
yeah, the father of Unalaq,
Unalaq and Aman.
come on, so he can bloodbend without a moon, and even psychologically bloodbend without
Yeah,
having to.
without the full moon or anything, he just literally like intensifies his, like he intensifies his eyes or whatever, or his mind, and he just
It's the
oh,
psychic blood bending, as they say.
yeah. Oh, he's a psych. Yeah, that
So
his.
they fight, and then Aang overpowers him, and takes away his bending. Shout out to Firelord Ozai. But with that, Korra learns that it kind of envisions why, or I guess he's trying to talk to Korra in a way and warn her of this. Like, oh, I faced an enemy like this before. And after a while, excuse me, Amon and Korra, they end up, excuse me, fighting in the stadium when the Equalists pretty much took over the stadium and are I guess are proclaiming their victory over the city. They fight, and Korra gets beaten by Amon because of just how he moves and how he is, and gets her bending taken away by his blood bending because since Unalaq and Amon are brothers, they have the same ability.
Oh,
Um,
let's not forget that Amon also took away Unalaq's bending as well.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's how Unalaq found out Amon is his brother.
yeah, because what was it? Unalaq, I believe he followed, or not Unalaq. Amon followed Unalaq with
Yeah,
his henchmen or whatever, and then that's when all hell broke loose. And but Korra was able to escape.
yep. So after they fought, Korra lost her, and the stadium, Korra lost her bending, and Mako was gonna lose his. However, boom, air blast. She figures out how to airbend. Apparently now it's the only ability she has, airbending, and she throws Amon off the stadium or onto the water, and it's real that he's a waterbender because he's a bloodbender.
Because the whatever makeup he had on had faded away because of the water.
Yep, he had makeup on to like show, oh, he has scars. This is done by a firebender, whatever. And people now see that Amon is a waterbender, and now his cause is kaput. It's not real anymore. And Korra won essentially.
Yeah,
Um,
Korra
however,
won.
however, Amon and Unalaq escape, and this is where we see our first death in the show, where Unalaq takes a taser type weapon and blows up a boat that they were escaping in as the show ends. But after that, we see Korra super defeated, super depressed, losing her bending, all this and that. We see Aang appear to her in a spirit form and give her back her bending and showing her the ability how to bend the elements themselves, or the power within, I guess. And she gives back the bending that people lost, like Beifong, the chief. Shout out to Beifong, the Toph's daughter.
Oh, my bad. It wasn't Unalaq. It was Tarlock.
Was it
There's no,
Tarlok?
it was Tarlock, not Unalaq. Tarlock.
Really?
Yeah, Tarlock. Wait,
Okay,
no.
so
Wait.
I thought it was Tarlok the second is in second season.
No, you're right. You're right. Tarlock is the second season. I don't
Yeah,
know. It's because on our notes we put Unalaq for the second season rather than the first season.
confusing. It's confusing.
It's so confusing. Like, it's cool. They're both ending ox. Come on,
Yes, yeah.
come on. So Unalaq, yeah, but yeah, they sacrifice themselves. Um,
And then she sees Aang and then gets her bending back through
yeah,
the
because
power
she what's
of
it
bending.
called? Because she went to go meditate and find her spiritual ability or whatever. And then once she found that inner peace, and thanks to what's it called, Mako, because at that point, her and Mako like finally became a couple, right? Like that was kind of needed for her to take that, I guess, that next spiritual step.
Yeah.
Um, for some odd reason.
You got dig down, bro, by that fucking
Damn, you got
fire,
the D.
fire nation contraption, bro.
Hey, oh God.
She
Hey,
got that
if
lightning
it
shit.
burns, you don't want it.
Can he firebend with his dick?
I don't know, man. You should ask him.
I don't know, man. That's a question for another day.
That's a question for another day. Imagine that thing and swinging that thing all around in a fucking laser beam coming down and
Fucking whoosh.
Jones,
Uh, God.
anyway. Anyway, so yeah, she was able to find her avatar state. She was, and then because she found her avatar state, I guess Aang bestowed, because Aang knew how to take away the ability to bend. I guess she could also, as he could take it away, he could also give it back to somebody.
Yep.
So she was able to give back the ability of bending to Chief Beifong, which is what was her name? Su Beifong, who is Toph Beifong's daughter from season 1, which
Yep.
is really cool.
I thought her name was Lin.
No, Lin is the other one. Was it Lin?
It's Lin. Yeah.
Yeah, Lin is the Chief Beifong,
Yeah.
who is the sister
The sister that we'll find out later. Yeah.
who comes in season 3. Moving on to season 2, my guy. Spirits. Book 2, Spirits. Korra and Mako are in a relationship.
They are. They're in a relationship. They are not pro benders. They're in the South Pole.
Mako is what is it? He's a big cop.
He's a cop now. Yeah, he works for Republic City Police Department. And yeah, it starts off in the Southern Water Tribe with like this Water Tribe fair during the Harmonic Convergence. No, it's the
They start off in Republic City and then
no, it's the Water Tribes.
spiritual
It's the Winter Solstice Festival.
Winter Solstice Festival.
Yeah.
But for some reason, the spirits have been disturbed.
They're angry.
They're angry, and that they think it's because of Tanrock, which is Korra's father, but in reality, it's Tarlok, Korra's uncle, or
True.
no, yeah,
Yeah,
Tarlok,
you're right.
Korra's
You're right.
uncle, who's the
Confusing, bro.
who's the culprit. And yeah, no. So in this season, we find Tarlok, he is the chief of the entire Water Tribe, North and South. We find out that the person that was supposed to be the chief is Tarlok, or Tunrock, 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 Tunrock.
Yeah, like a broken record.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna get the two names confused anyway. It's fine. But anyway, Tunrock is Korra's what's it called, father, and before he became before Korra was born, and all of that happened, Tunrock was supposed to be the heir of the water tribe. There was some sort of disturbance in the Northern Water Tribe where he had to go and destroy like a spiritual forest because these bandits had came and infiltrated the Northern Water Tribe, and he went after these bandits, and he like where the bandits went happened to be a spiritual forest, and he destroyed that spiritual forest, ended up getting banned from the Northern Water Tribe, ended up in the South, and his brother, who we later find out is part of the Red Lotus, which is going to be crucial in book 3.
He is part of the Red Lotus.
He was a part of the Red Lotus.
Brother?
Yeah.
Tarlok?
Tarlok was a part of the Red Lotus. But he because I literally just watched it in season 3 right now. That's why I'm saying he was a part of the Red Lotus.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He wanted to take away. He wanted to steal the Avatar, but basically he made it so when everybody else got imprisoned, he wasn't around them. Because they had attempted to take away Korra when she was a child as well.
I might have missed that.
Yeah, no. Season 3, episode 11 or 10.
Yeah.
But
now, because of the angry spirits, Tarlok wants to open the spirit portals at the North and South Pole, mainly the South Pole because that's where they're at, and he wants to free the spirits to bring them back home, and so that it can be peaceful in the Southern Water Tribe.
Well, no, he wants who? Tarlok? Tarlok wants power.
Well, no, but he
Wants to be the
pretends
new Avatar.
he pretends to do that.
Yes. He
Yeah, he
pretends that he
pretends.
wants to be a cool, peaceful, nice mm, asshole, but in reality, he doesn't.
He screams evil. Like he looks dastardly. Like
Yeah,
God, yeah, he looks evil.
yeah.
Yeah. Brother, yeah, he looks fucking crazy. He has a thin ass face too. I don't
Oh, and
understand.
then his kids were fucking freaky, bro. Esme and what was the other fucking dude's name?
Esme, like Desna and Esna or some shit.
Desna and Esma.
Bro,
Desna and Esna.
that's crazy. There was one part in the show where like they end up going to like I don't know a hotel or something, and Esna is like the leader, because later she gets becomes a leader, and
Oh yeah,
then
she's the leader of the Northern Water tribe.
and they offer like, oh, do you want two beds? And then she goes, no, no, it's fine. Desna, my brother, sleeps in the bathtub. And I'm like, what, dude? It's so weird.
Weird. That's so weird.
But God, what happened? So
Kyle XY.
she opens up the portal. The spirits are happy now, but Tarlock blames wants to assume power and be the spiritual leader of the Southern Water Tribe, and he brings his army from the north to take control of the South and causes a civil war.
Civil war ensues.
Civil war. Crazy, right?
And yeah, no, Tanra gets his ass beat the fuck up by his brother.
Yep.
That's sad.
Season,
That was so sad.
season two, I'm not gonna lie to you, is very it seems very short now that I'm thinking about it.
It
'Cause-
seemed short, but it wasn't. It was actually one of the. It was the same length, 14 episodes.
yeah. So we
Oh, we got one.
So let's talk about that. We then see we then try to we then see Korra after a huge fight with Mako because of how tensions have risen between them and how argumentative she is and how unsupportive Mako is with her. They break up. She then goes back to the Southern Water Tribe to help out her people, even though, in my opinion, I feel like she should just be more peaceful and help out both. But I guess, yeah, I see why, because the North are the attackers.
Well,
Uh,
they also like basically like what's it called? The way that they treated her direct family, and
yeah. So she tries to go there. She gets stopped by a spirit and she dies. However, not dies, but she gets thrown into unconsciousness and
Avatar state.
yeah, fire fire sages find her, but she's stuck in the spirit world. There, she meets the first Avatar, Avatar One, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is I think a pinnacle moment in the show. It really just describes the first Avatar, and honestly, this could be like a whole like hour-long talk of Avatar One. Avatar One
Just
is
the brief. Let's give them the short and skinny because we could break down both the episodes. Like
yeah.
that was really cool.
Real quick, Avatar One is a human. He lived in the past, like thousands and thousands of years ago. Humans lived on gigantic animals called lion turtles, and they're huge. They're like the size of a city, and they roam around the earth and they protect humans from the spirits that roam Earth. They specifically give humans bending. Lion turtles give offer bending in the help of by touching their frontal lobe and their chest area and give them bedding. And Avatar and one happens to be on a fire on a fire turtle, lion turtle. Goddamn. So he ventures out into the spirit wild because he got kicked out because he's trying to like he got kicked out of the city. He has
Well, he
fire.
got kicked out of the city, so
Well, I'm trying to keep it short. We can talk about it. So he I know I wanted to, but let's keep it short. He gets kicked out. He then runs into a couple spirits. They say the humans suck and they are stinky.
then he
And
saves an animal.
he saves an animal. He saves like I think it's
So that's also another thing that I realized. That animal, that gazelle looking thing, that or that lion gazelle, whatever the fuck that shit was, That was his spirit animal. That
Yeah,
was his spirit animal. That was his
yeah.
first spirit. That was the first Avatar spirit animal,
I'm just laughing because they're like the weirdest animals in that universe.
except for the bear that they had for the king of
Just
Boston.
a bear. They're like they make a joke about it, like a bear. He's like, yeah, just a bear.
Well, a platypus bear.
A polar bear dog? No, just a bear. They're like, that's weird. But anyways, so he saves an animal, he goes on an adventure, and he finds two massive spirits fighting, Rava and Vatu. Both Rava is the spirit of light and good, Vatu is the spirit of dark and chaos, and they're fighting, they're intertwined in a million-year long fight.
10,000 year war.
Yeah, and fucking human Juan over here slashes at them with a firebending slash, and Vatu escapes, wreaking havoc in the spirit world and the human world, while Rava collapses and is hurt. She is not powerful anymore. And so eventually, uh,
Rava is actually the Avatar spirit.
yes, that comes into later where we find out that they can join and create the avatar by joining Rava's power with the bending obtained
So
by Juan.
whenever the human passes away, Rava then goes into like the next person or
Yep.
gets reborn into somebody else,
Mhm.
which I think is really cool. Kind of sad. Like if you really think about it, it's kind of sad, but it's kind of cool.
The ending was sad of that. It was like, damn, like he died, but then he gets transitioned to someone else. Um, but what happened was because of that time, there's something called the harmonic convergence where the planets align, and it shows, and it's like where the spirit world and the human world are so close together that Vatu can take over both, and we don't want that. So they fight. They're able to conjoin their powers, Rava and Juan. After, I mean, uh, real quick, he travels a lot around the Earth and finds other cities, Earth, air, and water cities, and gets bending. He fights Vatu. He encapsulated him in a time tree prison, whatever it is.
So the tree of time.
Yeah,
This
and
tree has been around for a long time. It has seen everything.
he closes
Memories.
Avatar 1 closes the portals so that spirits live in the spirit world and humans live in the human world, and he becomes the bridge between the two. And that's pretty much Avatar 1. We can talk about it. I think it's very interesting. I love that episode's really cool, but it kind of it showcases what the season is about. Later, we see Korra kind of realizing, oh shit, Tarlok's trying to do this. He's trying to open both, trying to take Fatu out of his prison with the harmonic convergence.
And the reason why he's trying to
Ooh.
take Batu out is because he wants to be the new Dark Avatar.
Yep.
Because he thinks the darkness, there's light in the dark for some odd reason. Um, he's just power hungry.
So they fight. Eventually, they fight.
Which I honestly find like I didn't understand why he wanted to be the Dark Avatar because like Vatsu didn't have Earth, Wind, Fire, and any bending abilities either. He only had whatever Tarlok had.
Yeah, he only had water.
Yeah,
So, um, they
worst
fight.
Avatar ever, if you ask me.
Yeah, they fight, and the fight kind of transitions into. It never really transitions. It like teleports them to Republic City somehow. I kind of forgot.
He can like for some reason use a lightning shoot himself
Yeah,
like that.
something like that. And
Spiritual ability.
Mojo, like Jojo Mojo, and Korra and him fight. Rava is dead. But however, because there's light in the dark, she discovers that Rava is reincarnated within Vatu and pulls Rava out. This, however, I hate this part of the show. It marks the end of the avatars that all the previous ones,
Yeah, I didn't like
and,
that either.
and now Avatar Korra is the first avatar after.
That was the only thing I hated about Legend
I
of Korra.
hated that. It's so
It's the
stupid. How could you
only thing I
establish a show with so many avatars and now it doesn't matter? You can't get any help. Avatar Aang, bye. Fucking, that's it.
So this is actually one of the things I really hope that they do fix in the next Avatar series that comes out, because I know they're probably gonna do a Kyoshi series.
It's gonna be Earth. They're
No,
gonna
no, no, no. I thought they announced that they were doing a Kyoshi project. That we're gonna have to look into
maybe,
all the upcoming projects.
maybe, yeah. It would be
But
cool.
I know there's going to be an earthbending avatar that's coming up next, right? So I really hope that they focus on trying to like not make him be the second avatar in the new lineage, but make him try to find the connection with all the previous avatars and learn from those past experiences.
I agree. I want them to figure out a way to connect
Reconnect
back.
him with the past.
Same page we are on.
Yeah. Or get Korra to do it. Like
That's pretty much season 2. She opens up all the portals. She leaves them
she leaves
open.
the portals open.
Spirits are now able to cross over to the human world without any trouble, and now opening a new age of spirits, which comes into a benefit and a massive con in the next season 3.
Oh, yeah. And with that being said, let's take a brief break. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're enjoying this crossover episode between anyone from the end zone and A.
A&A Radio.
Yeah, guys, we'll be right back. Gentlemen, boys,
I'm ready.
Back to the sexy hour with A&A Radio.
Oh, the sexy hour. You guys aren't ready. Ooh. Ooh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back here recapping book 3. Changes.
Changes in the wind, changes in the time, change is everywhere. Changes.
Hey, honestly, in this new era of life that we are in, it's all over the place. Am I wrong?
Changes. So first episode, I would say, is pretty important because the spirits that are out. Airbending is back. They created somehow they created more airbenders, which is crazy. There hasn't been this many airbenders in 118
170 years.
100 what?
170 years.
170. Yeah, that's right. We mathed earlier. 100 actually 168, 167, 168 years.
150 no, 152. 158.
I don't want to get into this. 100 years ago. A long time ago in a galaxy far
away.
That's a different movie.
152 years ago.
Yeah. There hasn't been that many airbenders. Boomy, one of Aang's sons, is
6.
an airbender.
The dog's here.
Oh, hi. Ooh, it's a little pup.
He's my big baby.
Why are you holding him like that, dude?
Because if I don't hold
Why are you holding him like that? All I see is,
oh yes, he's
let go.
Well, he was like, for some reason, he was a part of the background. The Zoom call was just like, oh, look at him, he's such a big puppy. It's because I was eating some tortilla chips earlier, and he wants some. Oh, my puppy. Oh, my big puppy.
Get the loves.
My big boy. I love you. Right, now go over there, boy. Oh,
man, don't make him leave. Make him part of the pod.
I make him part of I don't got a place to sit him next to me. Well, if he lays down over there, you might be able to see him. Oh.
You know what that smells like? It smells like some excuses.
Well, you know what? Okay, come on.
Anyways, while Nelson's doing that, he's being Crocodile Dundee over there.
My little puppy.
Season 3.
See? This shit's racist. Look at that. Just because my dog's fucking gray, you can't. It won't capture him. Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah.
See.
There he is. Woohoo!
And dog appears.
Yep. Yep.
I got magic tricks.
What happened? Ah, damn. So now the airbenders are back. Not every good person has airbending. From this land afar, we see this prisoner named Zahir has airbending. He's part of the secret society we mentioned earlier called the Red Lotus. Dun dun dun.
Society.
Who are they, Nelson?
Oh wait, well, they are what the White Lotus was supposed to be. They're literally what they're an extremist version of the White Lotus, which is basically they don't like power, they don't like monarchs, they don't like presidents. They want to overthrow any and all world government.
Yep.
And they want true. So they want spiritual. How would you describe it?
I guess they don't like authority, really.
No, that's true, but they're very inclined to be very spiritually enlightened.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's what they want. They want the spirits to essentially take over the planet, and be
That's where
more.
Tarla comes in, right?
Well, Tarlock was a part of that group for a reason. Um, and then what ended up happening? And then when because they attempted to take Korra away when she was a little girl.
That's why
Uh,
she was
that's why she was so
hidden
guarded
away.
by the White Lotus.
Yep.
Yeah,
She was hidden away in the southern water
water
tribe. Yeah. I was about to say air temple.
no Southern Water Tribe. She was hidden away in the Southern Water Tribe because the Red Lotus were coming after her. And when they found out that what's it called, they couldn't get to her. Um, what's her name? Yeah, when they found out that they couldn't get to her, basically everybody else got captured except for Tarlock, who basically disowned anything that like he had to do with the like Red Lotus or whatever.
Yeah.
That's why they never caught Tarlock, and Tarlock was able to do what he did in season 2.
What else? That's
So
pretty much
basically, season 3 is a continuation of what happened in season 2 in the
so. So I would say season 3 also continues with them trying to find more airbenders. I kind of like that. I like that episode. They want to build the Air Nation. However, Zahir breaks out his former
Also
gang.
in season 2 they didn't yeah, and at the beginning of season 3 they show that the Airbenders come back, right?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
They try to find more airbenders.
Oh,
They find,
Boomy.
but I know I just said that. We just
Was that before the dog interrupted?
yeah.
My bad.
Uh, okay, Sirius can be a part of it. I'm telling you, that's fine.
Hey, I know I love him, but he's a big baby sometimes.
Kind of stinks. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Yeah, he does.
Kind of smelly.
I need to give him a bath.
Man,
Or
fuck a bath. Give him a car wash.
I usually just throw a hosing with some dog shampoo, and he's good to go. You have your food over there, boy.
Is he right there? He's giving you the eyes.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Season 3 continues on, trying to find airbenders. They go to the Northern Air Temple. They train there. But they discover that the Red Lotus is trying to capture Korra. They then shield her in the new city. I forgot what Jiaotsu or some shit. I don't know. The metal Zaofu, the metal clan.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's where we find
Su, right?
Su Beifong.
Su Beifong, yeah. Toph's
other daughter.
Yep. And fucking we see them metal benders, of course, and they shield them. However, they do end up capturing Korra. Um but they get her back eventually, and then they recapture her, I believe. Right?
So
They capture her twice.
they try to capture her. The first time that they tried to capture her, when they broke into Zaofu.
Yep.
Sue and Lin were able to rescue her before they were able to take her away.
That's right.
And then they disappeared. They did like that magic whooshy shit. And like I was just thinking, motherfuckers, if you could have just done that the entire time, why not fucking do that when you had Korra? That was just like a little plot hole issue I had. And then the second time, when Korra went into the spirit world to go and find out, because you know how they had a truth seer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when she went into the spirit world to go and find the truth seer. That's where she ran into Zaire. And
Mhm.
Zaire was basically telling her, "Hey, your uncle was a part of the Red Lotus. I can't like that's why we were pursuing you, and that's why we're after you. We didn't want he was very power hungry. We didn't want him to become an avatar. That wasn't our intention. What we wanted to do is dethrone governments, dethrone this, and then while they're in the spirit world, basically he's communicating to the other members of the Red Lotus, hey, Korra is at this spring or whatever, and then they go and pursue, they go try to find Korra's body and try to kidnap her there. But while that's happening, Mako and Bolin sees the I forget the two, but it's the magma bender and the water bender that they have that are a part of the Red Lotus.
Mhm.
In the town, they fight them off. They end up getting captured by them.
They get
uh,
captured. That's true. And then they go to
Korra,
boxing.
Korra's body manages to escape thanks to Asami because they think they get into a car and they drive away.
Yeah.
But as soon as they leave, they get captured by the Dai.
Yes. Yeah.
And then they get captured by the Dai, and then they were supposed to be transported to the Earth Queen's castle or kingdom or whatever the fuck in Ba Sing Se. Uh, but Korra, well, because the blimp or the airship that's transporting them to Ba Sing Se was made by Cabbage Corp, and apparently Cabbage Corp is cheaper than Sato Corporation products.
Cabbages.
Cabbages! My
Not my
cabbages!
cabbages.
I think that's fucking hilarious. Um, because what's it called? Asami was able to break free and basically help Korra and them both escape. They crash the airship, and then they sand or airbend to like the nearest like oasis city, and that's where Tunrock and Zuko for some reason happen to be, and they like we get to see Zuko.
That's right. There's a lot of
Zuko.
coincidences in this
We
show.
get to see Zuko at the beginning of season 3 as well when Zaire escapes.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
he shows up at the prison.
oh, with his dragon. Yeah.
Yep. And we see a dragon. For some reason, Zuko has a dragon.
Yeah, you're right. It was shown in the original series that they're like frowned upon to, or they're rare, but like they don't really uh they're not hunted as pets anymore. But maybe like he probably went back to that
No,
fire
they used to
temple.
hunt dragons. They used to hunt dragons. But it was always okay if you had like a spiritual dragon.
Okay.
Like if the dragon was like your spiritual animal, but
Yeah.
people would hunt them and kill them. At least
Um,
firebenders would.
what else? What else is there? So
Oh,
they get captured, and then they try to take her into the
oh, and
spirit.
that's when we see what's it called? Sorry, if I may continue.
Yeah.
So after that, because I'm literally watching season 3.
You're there. You're there. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So literally after Korra and Asami escape and get to the Oasis, remember Mako and Bolin were captured by the two Red Lotus members,
Mhm.
and they get back to Zaire and his girlfriend. Who I forget the other members of the Red
He's like
Lotus.
the combustion man from the first one, the person who can like
Combustion woman.
combustion woman. There you go. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So what's it called? What ends up happening is they get taken to the Earth Queen's castle, and they take the Earth Queen receives them, and she's like, "Oh, I'm going to toss you two in prison for or helping my airbenders escape," because the Earth Queen was trying to raise an airbending army. And then what ends up happening is she's trying to bullshit Zaire and the Red Lotus as to, yeah, the avatar is on her way here. I might give her to you, I might not. I haven't made up my mind. Basically, she's just bullshitting them. That doesn't work out to her benefit because what ends up happening is Zaire takes the air out of her body and
Lungs,
basically,
pretty much.
yeah, out of her lungs and suffocates her and kills her.
Yeah.
And we get like our second or third death in the Avatar series.
I think third. No, I mean fourth if you count
Yeah,
Unalaq and
third
fucking
and fourth. Yeah,
on. Yeah.
yeah. Um. Oh, what we also didn't talk about really from book two was that Jinora was more spiritually connected than Tenzin.
That was a good side story too. That was really good. I like how they mentioned that. And then
That also comes into play in season three
yeah,
because
how she can like spirit she
because
can like
she can spirit walk,
yes, yeah, she can
so she can
transfer
leave
her
her
spirit.
body and transfer her spirit into another being and communicate with people like that,
Yeah, yeah,
which I think is really cool.
was that like an astro form or something like that?
Yeah, she can astral form for some shit for some reason, which is kind of cool. Aang's grandchildren or Aang's descendants are really cool.
They're crazy, man. They're skilled.
Oh yeah, and then Boomy's awesome. I love Boomy.
He's so funny. He's like he is like the embodiment of the old Boomy.
Can I be honest? You remind me of Boomy.
No way.
Yeah,
Really?
your
Damn,
personality.
I'm touched.
Yes,
Jeez. So which one, the new one or the old one?
the new one,
God, is it? Oh, the new one. Okay. I was,
Airbender Boomy.
I was about to say, is it the old one because of my snort when I laugh?
No, 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 no. You remind me of the new Boomy. Just the stories.
He does have this quirkiness to him, and he's really funny. He has some good stories too. He's a pretty cool guy. I feel like they kind of use him as comic relief, but
He's like Sokka. He's the new Sokka.
he's a new Sokka. Yeah,
I
he's a new.
love it though. I ain't gonna lie. Aang's kids, Aang and Katara's kids are pretty badass benders.
What's the daughter's name? Oh, excuse me. What's the daughter's name?
Uh,
Kira?
yeah, I
Hmm.
think so. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
No,
then it kind of goes to like she gets captured somehow. Um, after Zahir and his clan go after the Airbenders and attack the Northern Air Temple, um, they pretty much destroy it at some point with lava bending, and that's when we find out that Bolin can lava bend.
bro,
Uh,
that was fucking dope.
that's pretty sick. And then they destroy that. She gets captured, and they infect her with like poison, so that she can. The poison is meant for her to go into the avatar state, so that she can die and end the cycle. Even though it's already ended, it's already done. There's no cycle anymore because I guess this is her new cycle, really. Uh,
Basically, they don't want an avatar to exist anymore.
yeah.
This would be reassuring that doesn't happen.
So now they fight. She escapes because she's in the avatar state. She's badass. She fights everybody. Fights Zahir. Pretty cool fight scene, but the poison's taking over and ends up kicking Zahir's ass with the avatar state. And she passes out. She gets injured and is super weak. And Sue and Lynn, I think it was Sue actually, tries to metal bend the poison
Metal
because
out,
it's a metal based poison.
metallic base. Yep.
But they don't get all of it apparently. We learn later in season 4. And Janora gets her tattoos eventually because she's a master of airbender now, which honestly I like how she looks like Aang when she's bald. Uh
Yeah.
and, and Korra is just super sad because she just feels defeated. She doesn't feel like an avatar anymore.
Well, she can't walk by the end of season. By the end of season three, I don't think.
Yeah, she gets paralyzed. And yeah, that's pretty much how season 3 ends.
Yeah, it was after season one and two ended on a positive note. Season three literally ended on a negative.
Dude, Korra has faced some of the craziest enemies. I'm not gonna lie. Aang was like Aang could have never have faced these guys.
Mm,
I I mean, I don't
You only
know.
saw 12-year-old Aang,
I know, but still, like,
bro.
but then you can make the argument we only saw 17-year-old Korra, and she was inexperienced as fuck.
Well, we saw 17 and 21-year-old Korra.
Okay, that's a good segment. So now, 3 years later, season four happens. What happens in season four?
That's a Korra being able to walk again,
Yeah,
and nobody's seen her in 2 years. Essentially, it's been
two,
a 3 year time. It's been a
2 years.
3 year time jump. The first year she was in recovery. As soon as she was able to walk, the next following 2 years she was in hiding, trying to find herself, trying to discover herself, going in, putting herself into dangerous situations, trying to fight her inner demons. Um, and I don't think she's able to go into the Avatar state anymore at that point, right?
Nope.
Um, and
What
then
happens?
no, and because Korra's been absent for 3 years as the Avatar, there's a new power taking over, not just the nation, but basically the entire planet. Like she wants to rule the entire planet, and that person is Kuvira.
No, she wants to rule. She wants to rule the Earth Kingdom.
Yeah. Oh, she exactly. She wants to rule the Earth Kingdom.
Yeah.
And that person is Kuvira because remember the queen is dead. They have found the new heir, which is one of her nephews from like one of her distant relatives, which is a nephew. But she doesn't want to give the power over to the nephew, who is because she's the one that's basically rebuilt the entire Earth Kingdom,
Uh-huh.
and she doesn't want to call it the kingdom. She wants to call it the new Earth Empire.
She kind of deserves it, to be honest, because she did all the heavy lifting of like combining everybody.
Yeah, but I don't know. She did do all the heavy lifting.
She The thing is with her is that she was just trying to she wants to reclaim Republic
Republic City.
because that's on Earth Kingdom land. However, if she didn't do that, honestly, there would have been no conflict. But because she was like power hungry and wanted the Earth Kingdom how it was originally, that's see that's the thing that caused season four to happen. Um, Pretty much we see Korra's journey through her solitude years, recovering, fighting, being depressed, and then with the help of a spirit, she runs into
Ah,
Toph. Yeah. What
she's
an
like,
amazing callback.
"Is it you, Twinkle Toes?" Or I
Yep.
haven't seen you in a long time, Twinkle Toes.
Yep.
Something
Yep.
like that.
So she helps her out, connect with her spiritual, if anything, her spiritual self.
Toph
And
became a more spiritual, awakened person.
yes, and she wants her to be more connected with the world, physically, with the help of that swamp that we see again from Avatar: Last Airbender, and then now in Legend of Korra. But at least here, she tries to help her out by helping her metal bend out the rest of the poison that's blocking her connection to the Avatar state and the spirit world. In the
I thought,
meantime,
and we also get a cool like scene where we get the Bei Fongs all together fighting.
oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's when they were trying to get Zhu Li, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Zhu Li gets captured because Varric was working for Kuvira. Shout out to Varric. He's a scientist, and Bolin is also working for Kuvira. He's developing a super weapon that uses
It
the
gives me Tony Stark vibes,
yeah. He
right?
uses he uses a super weapon that's made from the vines of the spirit wilds that happen in the world because of the opening of the portals, and they make a super weapon and they test it. And who was captured during that time is trying to sabotage their machine? Zhu Li. Zhu Li gets captured. They try to test it. Nope, she gets saved. Um, and we see the Beifongs fight, which was crazy. That was really cool. Cool fight scene. And then Korra warns Republic City. They um begin to fight, but then what's her super weapon? A secret? It's a mecha mecha suit weapon thing, right? What is it
Oh
called?
yeah, that metal bending that well not metal bending that metal robot that she could literally control by bending all the metal that's inside of it or
Yeah.
bending being on the
So she does
platform.
that. Republic City surrenders, but not really. Team Avatar and like the I think Team Avatar is huge at this point. It's like all the airbenders too.
And then we also get Sato,
Sato.
Asami's father.
Yeah, that's right. He was part of the Equalist movement and he was against the Avatar in the beginning, one, but then after some years in prison, he
He missed his daughter, they reconnected, and now he's back trying to help defend his daughter and
yeah,
save the city.
yep, Asami and him, they develop a couple of machines, same with Varric, that can pierce through the skin of the metal beast that is the super weapon. That has a laser cannon, I would say, really, and which it destroys the city. They do like a crazy fight scene where they like you see earthbenders bending buildings, airbenders, firebenders, waterbenders, all that, trying to fight this thing, and they finally pierce it through. However, what's his name?
Which one? Oh,
Hit
Sato? I forgot his
Taco
first name.
sacrifices himself by breaking through the skin of the metal beast. They break inside and they stop the machine. They stop it. Kuvira fights Korra within the machine. However, it's not enough on her side and gets defeated. The cannon rips out, gets thrown into the spirit wilds that are in Republic City after Tarlok's fight with Korra. And Kuvira and Korra fight for a bit, and Kuvira actually tries to
Hiroshi Sato. Sorry.
huh?
Hiroshi Sato.
Hiroshi Sato, his name, Hiroshi Sato. Kuvira blasts, tries to
Daniel J.
blast.
Kim plays him, by the way.
Yeah. Uh, Kuvira tries to blast Korra, however, it doesn't work, and she stops it by bending the spirit, and because it's made out of spirit vines or the spirit power, and she opens up a new portal in Republic City, and pretty much defeats Kuvira by explaining that honestly she was doing right, but
Oh yeah, because they were using they were harnessing the power of the spirit vines to
yeah,
make.
and so a really
Forgot about
a potent vine was from that swamp area. I forgot what that tree is called,
that. Spirit
but
life.
huh?
Spirit life, I think.
No, Tree of Life. Oh yeah, Tree of Life. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because I was thinking about the Tree of Time.
That was the other tree.
And
Oh, that's actually cool. There's two trees. The tree of the time in
right,
the spirit world, tree of life in the
it's
real
like
world.
moments like these of realization that they have like more stuff.
See, this is why you do the breakdown. This is
I
why you
wish there
do the
was
recap and you do the breakdowns because like
exactly.
and like we're honestly, I'll be real with you. If we were, I think we could have done like a real 1 hour episode on each book. And like if we were to do that, we could have probably broken it down even more, bro. Because we
Yeah.
left out a lot of stuff. Like the whole Tenzin having to accept, because we remember like in season 2, he lost his daughter, and like actually, like anytime I see anything where like it's like a parent with a child now, like it makes me feel so emotional. Remember, she guided Korra into the spirit world,
Yep.
Jinora, and then she got abducted by Tarlok,
Get abducted, bro, in the
and
spirit
then
world.
dude, he had to
How
go in.
scary is that?
He had to walk in through the portal. He couldn't meditate or actually go into it like real like spiritually. He had to physically go into it, try to find his daughter. And when he found her, dude, that entire experience to me personally was like
And
yeah, that's why I'm saying like there are things that we just left out because it's a general overview.
we left out a bunch of stuff like love interest with Bolin and Opal,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Su Beifong's daughter. And then Bolin, he's trying to fight some of Kuvira's men as him and Varric escape. Um, the whole thing with the president of the Republic City, like not wanting to fight. There's a bunch of stuff, but I would say like mainly we covered a lot of topics. But towards the end, we see this uh Julie and Varric, they get married. It's kind of a shitty ending. I really don't like the ending. It doesn't give anybody closure. Mako and Korra kind of like cons what is it called? They connect in a way where like they're mutual friends and they're
Oh,
like,
they
okay,
just they
I'll follow
become
you anywhere, he says. He says, I'll follow you into battle at any time, which is great. Um, and
Korra
Asami
and
and
Asami
Korra,
end up together.
yep, they end up together. They want to be more than,
Now,
I would say it hints to them being more than
so
friends.
if you guys really watch the show and pay attention, they had been hinting at it since I believe season three.
We got 8 minutes, by the way.
Yeah, no, I got you. But they had been hinting at it since season three. Now, the thing that pissed me off about that, Alex, is that we had seen them kill off characters in the fucking show, but they couldn't fucking just have them fucking kiss at the end. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's the writing, bro. It's the writing. I don't like how they were
I
written.
was fucking
It's
retarded.
out of nowhere.
I
Yeah,
was retarded. They should have just had them fucking kiss, and then we could have had that, at least that being closed off.
you see some hints of them being having
You're
this
killing
sort of
people in the show.
relationship or love interest spark, I guess you could say. But really, the writing does not make sense. There was no time for their relationship to develop. Like, sure, yeah, they were writing to each other while Korra was
Well,
recovering.
no, if you look at season three, like they had the time when they went out on the town to go and find
One
some.
time, brother,
They
it's
were
one
flirting with
time,
each.
it's
They
one
were
episode.
flirting with each other. Every time they had interacted, they were kind of flirtatious with each other.
But it wasn't hinting at anything.
They were flirting,
But,
flirting.
but then you're forgetting the fact that either one of them
It
was
wasn't
dating
heavy
Mako.
flirting. It was like it was teasing. It was like borderline teasing.
Oh my God,
It was
you're being teasy.
teasy.
Oh
Am I
my
teasing?
goodness. It's just the writing, bro. I have to stay. I have to like sit up for this. It's the writing, bro. I just don't like the writing. How literally out of nowhere they make they make Korra and Asami a couple. Like they make them. Uh,
Well, remember, this is the same writing that decided to make Korra the first Avatar in the new lineage of Avatars.
That's fine. That makes sense because it goes with Avatar wands and the convergence like every 10,000 years or some shit. But this doesn't. If you're telling me that they had this sort of like love interest in season two and then built on it in season three, and then whatever happened in season four, I'd be okay with it. But it doesn't make sense to the characters.
Or at least just have it like, just if you're gonna make it a thing, just fully buy into it.
Yeah, dude, I'm all for like same sex relations or like gay love and everything, but like,
That
dude, write it correctly. Because if they don't, it just doesn't make sense as the character. All of a sudden, they just have this sort of love interest. And
and I also like, and really briefly, like, and this is like, I know we only got like 5 minutes left, but really briefly, like, there are sometimes when they write characters like LGBTQ characters in a way where their portrayal does not do the community justice. I'm just gonna say that much.
what
Because
we're trying to refer to, folks, is at the very end, Asami and Korra kind of like they've had this like relationship of friendship, kind of. And towards the end, they're like,
I
I want
think their
to
portrayal of it, like now that look back at it, it wasn't a bad portrayal because they're both strong female
it was
characters.
very they
They
were
were
too
both strong
afraid.
female
They
characters.
were too afraid to do anything. And that's what I don't like.
Actually, Alex, let's think about it for a second. This was also the 1940s.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, like it was also a different time.
I see that, but there was nobody around them. What we're referring to is last scene was a new spirit portal opens up in Republic City after they fought with Kovira and Korra, and Asami and Korra go into the portal holding hands. Like you don't just hold hands with someone you've known for so long and just look at each other's eyes and like get lost in their eyes. There has to be something. They have to be a couple. And I think that they refer to it in the comics, but like ah, I just wanted them to showcase it more. I'm not mad that it happened. I'm mad that they didn't show more.
Yeah. I'm mad that they didn't fully develop that story, or they left it off as a cliffhanger.
Yes.
To be honest.
And I think if they did that, it would have been a perfect send off. Also, I didn't like the ending again, not because of that, but because they didn't show everybody's closure. They didn't show Bolin at the end, like what happened to him, what he's doing. Mako, I guess he's just a beat cop. It just kind of like it throws everybody aside, and then Korra and Asami, and that's it. I don't like it. Don't like the ending.
Yeah,
The show 9 out of 10. Is it perfect? Not really. Is it a great show that everybody should watch?
Oh, we
Yes.
didn't even bring up Iroh coming back.
Dude, Aro came back. My favorite part was when Zuko, when Korra's like, I saw your uncle in the spirit world. He was a really big help. And you see Zuko just go, "You saw my uncle?" I'm like, "Oh fuck. Oh my god. Oh shit." Like
that motherfucker about to be chilling in the spirit world now.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's sipping tea for eternity.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's it, bro. That's Legend of Korra. We did it.
That was Legend of Korra, my guy. That was a good show. In the next episode that we do, we're gonna recap the upcoming, or we're not gonna recap. We're gonna talk about the upcoming projects. And yeah, we're gonna work on one of our a personal topic episode and a conspiracy theory episode.
Yeah, we can talk about a few things.
Yeah, there's like a couple things that I think it's really cool that we should talk about or touch base on.
I got to do my research though, because we got to do our research before we talk about these, so we don't sound.
Facts, and hopefully by the
ridiculous.
next time, or the next crossover, or the crossover episode after that, we can announce some really good and positive news.
We'll see. We'll see. Keep everybody. We'll pretend to announce it and then be like, nah.
We'll see. We'll see.
See, man, it's something coming up. There's something coming up, and
it's not going to be shady or anything.
Nah, that's not shady.
It's not shady at all. But yeah, guys, please like, comment, subscribe on the video, share this with your aunts, uncles, dads, brothers,
cousin, your dogs, whoever, your neighbor that you don't like.
Into bestiality, go share this with your love interest. I don't judge.
Yeah. What in the world? Ooh, when we're publishing this definitely ain't for kids.
This ain't for kids.
Yo,
this motherfucker. The delayed effect.
We're about to get taken down, ladies and gentlemen.
The delayed effect. Oh Lord. Guys, if you want to, if you're into sports betting, watch my podcast, make some money with my picks, or listen for my sports takes, or just listen for some positivity. Alex also has some really good stuff on his show. Alex, talk about your show.
If you want to see me try anything, anywhere, anytime, come to the A&A Radio Podcast, where I try various things at first and then talk about my own interests, my loves, my aspirations, anything really. I'm here for you. Safe place. I guess like a quick moment. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys for watching this episode. We really appreciate your time and attention. Like and subscribe. N1 from the End Zone Podcast, A&A Radio Podcast. We'll see you guys next time.
And yeah, Alex, you might want to just change the try anything, anywhere, anytime, because you might not want to get certain suggestions.
I don't want to try anything. No, it ain't gonna be good.
Right. Anything with it.
Let's end it here.
All right, guys. Yeah, follow us on our Instagram.